Joining me in the parlor today is Pamela Oslie, and she wrote Life Colors, what the colors in your aura reveal about you. Thank you. Welcome, Pamela. Thank you so much. I just got it. All right, so we want to make sure we bring everybody up to speed, so tell people what's the aura. We don't want them to think it's something they got to run down to Target and pick up one. What's the aura?
An aura is actually, according to the scientists I work with, an electromagnetic field that resonates off of people. I see it as beautiful colored lights around people.
Okay, now is the aura and the color personality the same thing?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
A person has about 6 feet of bands out from them, different colors.
Bands?
Bands of different colors.
Oh, your energy
lots of
field.
Different, right, lots of different layers.
Okay.
And the 1 or 2 colors closest to the person's body is what I call their life colors.
All right.
That shows me their personality.
Okay, great.
Right.
Now, you say this stuff has scientific evidence,
yes.
right? Because people think I'm weird, so I just want to make sure that we understand that scientists are actually studying this.
They have been studying this for years. They measure the aura through electronic information, electronic gadgets, and also they've taken pictures of it through Carillion photography.
Carillion?
Right.
What's
there was a man by the name of Carillion who invented a camera who actually takes pictures. They take pictures of the aura.
Oh, really? Now, there are 5, you said 5 basic personality colors. Okay, tell us about them. Let's talk about the qualities of each one.
Okay,
I like
first of all, you do have a lot of yellows here. Yeah, and actually I'm happy to see that a lot of people that are yellows knew that they were yellows.
Really?
Yellows actually are the fun-loving, free-spirited little kids on the planet that if they had their way, they wouldn't be working at all.
Really? Is that true? Now, he does not look like no free-spirited little kid with his arms folded. You don't think you're yellow? Is he really yellow? Can you see him?
You know what? He's actually a yellow violet who thinks he's supposed to be a tan. But yellows... One of the things about yellows is they're very stubborn. They hate being told what to do. They're pleasers, but if you tell a yellow what to do, they almost want to do the opposite just to prove you can't control them.
Is that true, yellow? Oh my gosh. Okay. So tell us about greens, because I do know that's money, power, business, right?
Right. Well, greens actually, now again, there's a few people in here that are violets that think they're greens.
Where? You see one?
I actually see some violets that think they're green, and then also the girl back there with the blonde hair.
Well, let's go talk to them.
All right.
What are they doing infiltrating the green section?
They think they're
You need to be where you're supposed to be. Well, tell me, who is this masquerading as green? Who is it?
First of all, this one right here is actually a yellow violet.
Really?
And a lot of them think they're greens. They've been raised to be greens.
Okay.
So actually, yellows are stubborn little kids, usually a sense of humor. Violets are very powerful. They're leaders, they're visionaries.
I'm a violet.
Exactly right.
I'm a violet. Yeah.
Suits you.
It does. Looks good, don't it?
Oh.
Can you take? Oh, okay.
The difference between a green and a violet, because a lot of violets think they are greens. The difference is violets are actually humanitarians.
Okay.
So when they have a lot of money, they either want to travel or they want to give it away. Greens, it's all about money. Donald Trump is a yellow-green and Bill Gates is a green-violet. Greens, it's all about the money.
Why do some people confuse themselves?
Because they've
we'll go back in the parlor. They've been raised?
Right. Like you have a blue violet sitting over in the tan section. They've been raised to believe that who they are is not enough or not right, or that this is the way that they can accomplish more. For example, you were actually born a yellow violet. You have that sense of humor. You've got that playful, spunky little kid in there. You added some green in your outer bands for the power, for the drive to help you do your violet here. Violets are here to make a difference with the masses.
Yes.
They came here to shift the consciousness.
That's right. But I took the test, and I was a violet blue. Violet blue green with a red overlay.
Right. A lot of...
I took the whole test. Yes. Talk to me about blue, because I've got a lot of blue, and we've got a lot of blue.
Right. You have a lot of blues out there, and even some yellows that think they're blues, but they're very similar.
Okay.
Blues are the most emotional life color on the planet. They cry at the drop of the hat. They're here to be in service, to help people. They're very people-oriented. They're typically teachers, counselors, nurses, very emotional.
Talk to me about the violets.
Wow. Violets are basically the visionaries on the planet. They get accused a lot of being unrealistic dreamers, because what violets are here to do is so big and so global and so spiritual, or leadership. They typically are drawn to the media or writing, the film business, music. They love music.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm on purpose. I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Absolutely.
Come up here. Wait a minute.
They're also natural teachers and therapists, or they get involved in causes. Violets are very concerned about war on the planet and starving children and saving the rainforest. They have a big purpose here. And it's very challenging to be a violet because they're the most intense. They run across the biggest obstacles. You are the ones that have the biggest mountains to climb here.
But you climb that mountain one step at a time. You eat that elephant one bite at a time. Don't start at the butt. All right, talk to me about these tan people. Tans. Isn't tan a combination of two colors, though?
Well, actually, the way I see tan in the aura, tans are, it's a beige tan color. Tans are very practical, logical, analytical. They typically are accountants and engineers. Usually tans don't believe in this.
Okay.
Tans want to see the scientific proof.
Real, is that right? You're saying she's a wacko? No, she's not saying that. Okay. Now, here's a question I'm sure every woman wants to know, because we want to find our right mates out there, and you there at home. So, first of all, how can you tell what color your mate is? It's like, I'm a violet. Who's best for me?
Actually, violets get along great with other violets.
Okay.
But here's the problem. Violets, when they're together, they're very dynamic together. The Beatles are all yellow violets.
Oh, okay.
Sonny and Cher were yellow violets.
Okay.
So you get violets together, Spielberg and George Lucas, yellow violets. You get that combination together, and they're very dynamic. They're visionaries
what about
together.
Me? I'm never going to be with Steven Spielberg. Who should I be with?
Well, but violets need somebody that they can respect, that they can communicate with.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the most common combination for a violet is either with a blue. Blues are very loving and supportive and nurturing to violets.
Yeah,
and violets need to be royalty. They need to be in charge. So, and blues are very nurturing. So, and blues.
Who's best for yellow?
Yellows, now it's so funny because typically yellows pick blues. Especially blue women pick yellow men, because yellows are these little kids and they need looking after, and so these blues are just naturally drawn to the little child and taking care of them.
Now the green money people, even though they're camouflaged as something else, who's their best partner?
Now greens are very powerful. They're very intimidating to the opposite sex. The most compatible aura color for them are violets, because they're fascinated by violets, or reds. Reds are very powerful, so that they won't be able to run over them. Typically, who chooses greens, though, are these sweet little blues that get run over by their workaholic mate.
Okay. Pam, thank you so much. Pam's book is Life Colors. Would you sign in for our set library?
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, you're about to meet someone who says that color can change your mood or cure what ails you. This is really, really fascinating. But first, what do the color of precious gemstones mean? Let's take a look at the ruby. Love rubies.